Ika nga, bumalasa ng gusto sa off-season. 7 new players in each team, coach.
Believe it or not, Rado, I'm really excited to watch this game because iniisip ng mga tao na ito yung mga teams na hindi gaano kalakasan last year, especially Air21, na palagi silang kulelat. But now, both teams have actually retooled, especially Air21.
Being under the radar, parang thing of the past na for these two teams sapagkat both coaches very much encouraged, if not with a positive disposition dito po pagpasok ng Philippine Cup dito sa 2013 season ng PBA.
As we can see, everyone is not yet in the rhythm right now. Umpisa first game, everyone's excited. Itong first two teams na to, first time nila maglalaro. So, kaagad, 3 turnovers.
Binabagit natin, Coach Joe, tig 7 players ang bago sa Air21 at sa Barako Bull Energy Cola, kung sila po ay tawagin niya. Pero mas marami pa sa Barako Bull because they have 2 other new players in their reserve list. Pero po sa kanilang first 5 sa Air21, ang kanilang agad susubukan, Arboleda, Ritualo, Baclao, Isip, and Umulon. So it's only Nonoy Baclao who's new dito sa team na ito to start para kay Coach Pumare. Samantalang kay Coach Junel Bakuli naman, you have Cruz, Tubid, Pennisi, Anthony, and Villanueva. So their 2 bigs are the new addition to his team.
The only thing that is lacking dito sa team ng Air21 rather is that kulang lang sila ng point guard. The only legit point guard na meron sila is ito lang si Willie Arboleda. Other than that, they have combo guards in Bonbon Custodio and si Eric Salamat who's probably out for tonight. And Atkins, I think Atkins is also there, former player ni Coach Franz.
Of course, ang pinakamalaking addition dito is sa KG Canileta na hindi pa po naglalaro. Nonoy Baclao, of course, talagang welcome addition niya kay Coach Franz Pumaren. Although hindi pa ito, tabla tayo for all. Sean Anthony for the second serving. Ito ang isa sa puna ng marami sa pagdagdag ng sa Barako Bull. Ang taas-taas ngayon ng height nitong kumpara ni Coach Junel.
And you have to think na last conference, last season, malaki na yung team na to. Nagdagdag pa sila ng mga players. Si Enrico nandito na ulit. Sino pa dinagdag nila ng malalaki dito? Si Pennisi, nandiyan, malaki na talaga yung team nila from before. And they're missing Danny Siegel who probably play a big 3.
Jason Ballesteros is a big addition.
Right, si Jason Ballesteros na 6'7", 6'8" na player na hindi naglaro masyado sa Meralco last season na siguro mabibigyan na ng time this year.
2 out of 2 from the free throw line is Sean Anthony. Of course, maalala natin last year, he played for the Powerade franchise na ngayon po ay global port team na. Nakikita natin si Jason Ballesteros, 6'4" kagad ang ating score. Well, punta natin ito ng Air21 coach. Nonoy Baclao, KG Canileta, maraming ginabanggit dyan yung mga fans ng Air21 here.
Oh yes, si Nonoy being a former star sa collegiate rank, may mga fans din si Nonoy, although he's not really an offensive threat for now, pero marami na yung fans yan. And KG, who's been in and around a lot of PBA teams, pero KG, he is a player. He is a player at si KG can light up the scoreboard anytime, any night.
Yun ang ina-assure ni Coach Franz. He will definitely has the playing time dito sa kanyang bagong kumpara na ito. Although hindi siya nag-start dito po sa first quarter. Celino Cruz, 3 up sa kanyang kanang bahagi namin dito sa kanyang 3-point attempt. And Arboleda leading the pack. Nakita, luwag na luwag si Mark Isip for the Isip winner.
Great pass by Arboleda. Yun yung gusto natin sa mga malalaki. Once they're on a transition, even on semi-transition, didiretso ka dapat sa ilalim kasi yun yung mga tira na pinakamadaling gawin ng mga big men.
In the middle of the season, ito kong Air21, bumalasa din ito. And they had acquisitions like Mark Isip and ito si Bitoy Umulat. But obviously, it was not enough. Pero dito, ibang-iba na ang complexion o yung karakter ng kanilang kumpunan with 7 new additions in their lineup.
Definitely. Yung firepower nila nandiyan na yan. And I think that's a problem from last year. Kulang sila ng mga players na pagkukunan ng points. That's why they needed a really prolific impact para tumaas yung scoring nila. And now they have those guys in Canaleta. And sila Isip, they can perform. Rendon will always be there.
Of course, itong dalawang magkasunod, magkamukhang play. Arboleda to Mark Isip inside. Kinakalaban ng mas malaking Mick Pennisi, but he was successful in both attempts. So ang kalabanan nasa Air21 na with 7 minutes and 43 in the first quarter. Mark Isip. Ganado ito. Tatlong sunod-sunod ang ipinasok ni Mark Isip.
Straight point for his team, which is now up by 4, 10-6 with 7 minutes and 36. Hinahanap ni Arboleda. Nakikita niyo na etong si Mark Isip. Kaliwa pa pareho ang ginamit last two inside play. Muli po tayo nagbabalik sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Maigi agad nagsimula for both teams, but mas mainit ang simula ng Air21 Express. Muli po, winewelcome namin kayo. Dito si Giorgio Lastimosa sa aming paghahatid sa laban na ito. Labanan ng dalawang republika, Open Public. At ito po naman, Barako.
Public. Ito, mga dagdag na players sa kupunan ng Air21 Express, Coach.
Yes, and we can see itong Air21, sa tingin ko mas excited sila dito sa game na to because they wanna see kung ano ngayong magagawa ng mga bagong players dito. And we see even Mark Isip sa first game getting away with a lot dito against kay Pennisi. And Pennisi is having a hard time guarding an Isip because Isip mas mabilis sa kanya although mas maliit. And overall, itong Air21, you can just feel yung excitement ng team nila na they wanna perform.
John Wilson, Nonoy, Baclao, KG Canileta, Rob Reyes, Isip Taha, Bonbon Custodio, and Simon Atkinson po ang mga dagdag sa kupunan ni Coach Franz Pumaren. Well, in this quarter, they're a bit successful. Si Nonoy Baclao pa lamang ang kanilang sinusubukan dito, but they're up by 4.7 minutes to go in the first quarter. May foul away from the ball, nagsisiksikan. Ito naman pong si Rubini Arboleda at lamang niya. Ito si Sean Anthony. Reset to 14. May agaw si Nonoy Baclao. At ilelay up na lamang niya for his first 2 points dito sa kanyang bagong kupunan ng Air21.
That was just a weak pass galing dito kay Ronald Tubid. Siguro hindi niya inaakala na may kabilisan din pala ito si Nonoy. And you know, you don't really have to be that quick. For as long as you anticipate the pass, kaya mo agawin yan, whether you're a big guy or a small guy.
So kung nagpakita na ito si Nonoy Baclao, I think it will be the turn of Rico Villanueva to ika nga naman, show off na kaya niyang tumulong dito sa kupunan ng Barako Bull Energy Cola. Mick Pennisi, hinahanap na. Ito naman si Ronald Tubid. Tubid against Retualo. Shooting the three, pumasok. And that's a bad foul.
Tubid was pumped up the shot over Renren. Well, I'm not saying that Renren is really that bad of a defensive player, but you know, alam mo naman si Tubid, lahat ng tira ito parang game winner eh.
I was trying to rib itong si Ronald Tubid before the game started. Sabi ko, malalaki na yung mga kampi mo. You'll have all the time to shoot the ball. Ito na yung ginagawa ni Ronald Tubid. Now the designated scorer.
And he should, because Tubid has proven that he is a real prolific scorer. Isa to sa mga players na walang konsensya. And sometimes you need that when you're a scorer.
Simon Atkins now. Tumata yung point guard para sa kupunan ni Coach Franz Pumaren, but the ball is with Mark Isip to Umulon. Malapit ang basket, Mintes, and the big rebound for Enrico Villanueva. Tumatakbo ang kupunan ng Barako, si Lino Cruzing, Mick Pennisi. Nakita ang hata, Ronald Tubid, missing that one, at ang rebound, pinawi naman ng Air21.
An excellent cut by Tubid, moving without the basketball. Sobrang libre lang siya, pero hindi niya finish yung tira na yan. Tapos.
Nonoy Baclao against Villanueva. Kapag nag-atinaya ito. Naipasan ba dito kay Renren Retualo. To Nonoy Baclao. Nakita niya, luwag siya. Why not?
And one thing that we have to see Nonoy do is take that outside shot. He had an attempt earlier, rather. Hindi niya lang na-miss. He completely missed the rim. Pero ito na-shoot niya.
That's his range. Definitely for Nonoy Baclao. And a big confidence booster for him as Mick Pennisi. Rise and the next one from three-point land.
The ageless Pennisi. And this is the only thing that he does really well. Shoot an outside shot. And they have played Pennisi for such a long time. I don't know why they don't close out hard on him.
Maybe the league's tallest three-point shooter, designated shooter from that area. And Mark Isip continues to score for Air21. Talagang nagiging scoring spree to Coach sa first quarter.
Yeah, and also, Rado, we have to mention also, Simon Atkins came into the ball game para kay Willie Arboleda.
Sean Anthony, siya naman titira ng tres, but another foul from a 3-point shooter. This time, ito naman si Bitoy Umulod ang matatawagan ng ating mga referees for his second personal foul.
A lot of the rules that was implemented last time, especially the kick-out pass, which was called, that, you know, alam naman natin na very strict yung mga referees when it comes to jump shooting, and then kung matouch mo lang ng konti yung wrist nila, they're gonna call. And being the first game, Rado, kailangan i-reorient mo yung sarili mo. Last season, rule na kasi ito eh. And players have to be careful in the first game na strict yung mga referees sa mga ganun.
Oo, yung mga dala ng bola or the shooter ay ilang mga mata ng mga referees ay mas maingat dyan. Nagkumparensya tayo, no? Sa ating nagpapatupad po ng mga rules dito sa PBA. Samantala, nabubuhay naman itong si Sean Anthony going 3 out of 3 sa free throw line. All his points coming from the free throw area to tie the ball up at 16. It's at 45 the first quarter. John Wilson is inside the hard court. Kasama ito si KG Canileta. Titikata agad na tres! Buena mano, so agad.
Hindi na kailangan ng warm-up ni John Wilson. And we know that he's a three-point shooter. And we see the combination here, this Air21. Ginagawa ng talagang shooting guard dito si John Wilson.
Doug Kramer, delikado naman sa kanan. Dami din siya sa pagkakataon yan. Josh Urbiztondo, pumasok na rin po Barako Bull at Asit's point guard. Canileta, looking for Marquis. Been very successful from that area. But Nonoy Baclao, same result from a 7th jumper.
Pinapalabas din ni Nonoy yung all-around game that he's not just an inside operator, pero may tira pala sa labas talaga si Nonoy. And you know what, sometimes, Rado, kailangan mo lang talaga ng konting playing time para lumabas ng kumpiyansa.
21-16, lamang pa rin po ang kailangan ng Air21 with limitation 47. KG siya naman nakakanyo na Mintes. But John Wilson, nakita libre naman si Isip. Kinaliwan naman Mintes. Kakananin ko na this time.
I think he just wanted to miss that for the offensive rebound.
And Air21 making an early statement. They were 10th in all the conferences last season. Pero dito po sa 2013 season, magandang sinisip at least in the first quarter, pretty easy. Second attempt on the 3-point line to Mintes, but the long rebound goes back to Barako Bull.
And we're seeing Josh Urbiztondo for the first time wala siya sa B-MEG after a year or so galing sa B-MEG. And he's coming off the bench. And we have to remember nung nandun siya sa B-MEG, he also came off the bench I believe. And then slowly, on yung confidence of coach niya, and then he made that starting lineup they coached him. And now, let's see kung anong magagawa niya dito kay Coach Junel, kung eventually he will ease up into the starting lineup ni Coach Junel.
Making his first point as a Barako Bull Energy Cola player. Ito po si Josh Urbiztondo. Kompleto ito. Well, ang score po natin 23-18. 5 pa rin ang lamang ng Air21. Mapapanood na din po ang PBA sa pinakabagong channel sa Pay TV. Yan po ang Hyper. Check nyo po ang inyong local cable operators kung available sa inyong mga lugar. Eksakto 3 minuto ang natitira. Sabi nga natin, Coach, tig-pitong players ang natagdag sa magkabilang kupunan. Kaya ito, pasok ng pasok ang mga bagong player for Barako Bull. Si Roger Yap naman ang ating nakita. Samantalang, tumawag naman po ng timeout ang kupunan ng Barako Bull. Naghahabol pa rin sila by 3 points. Kami po yung magbabalik.
You are watching Wednesday Basketball Action live here on Active. And as you can see, Coach Franz Pumarin is very happy with his lineup kasi wala na daw nagbibigay sa kanya ng sakit sa ulo because everybody's getting along in Air21 and ang chemistry nila is solid. And one of the reasons why Coach Franz is very happy with this lineup is because of his new acquisitions in KG Canileta, Rob Reyes, and with Noy Baclao. Nakitang-kita kanina sa huddle ang kumpiyansang binibigay ni Coach Franz sa kanya. And of course, si Bonbon Custodio na tinanong ko sa kanya, kamusta ka naman, Bonbon? Sabi niya, ito, pulang-pulang hasang ko ngayon. Pero kahit pagod na daw siya, it's his energy that he's gonna be able to give to the Ube Republic. Now we go to Rado and to Coach John.
Well, maraming salamat, sir. And a reason to smile amang sila ng 5 puntos ngayon, 23 sa 18 naman ang kupunan ng Barako Bull. Bola pa nila John Wilson, si James Sena ang kanyang unang tikada namin test. Bagong players naman pumasok, Isip Taha, the rookie, is inside the ballgame for Coach Franz.
Yes, and he's one of the rookies na inaabangan natin na a solid guy. Very unpolished, pero very basic yung mga moves niya, and he's a very good defensive player. So what I've seen him play when he was in the amateurs. And also, just making a comment on yung sa observation ni Coach Franz sa team niya. Sabi niya na wala na raw sakit sa ulo niya. I was wondering kung ano yung sakit sa ulo niya. Is it the scoring or yung mga attitude ng mga players niya?
Well, na-interview natin kanina si Coach Franz Pumalo. Nakikita po natin mamaya. Ipapalabas siya during the ball game. Well, sa ating po mga televiewers, kung nakikita niyo po yung mga pulang linya na yan sa ilalim ng mga kupunan, yan po ang kanilang mga team foul. So makikita nyo, may 5 pula na yung Air21 team foul sa po. Nasa penalty na sila. Barako, isa pa lamang. Although naipasok nila yung kanilang free throw tinapyas ang kalamangan ng Air21 to only 3. May turnover pa, babalik ang bola. Sa pagpasok ni Bonbon Custodio, pagod siya.
Well, si Bonbon, he's one of the additions na inaasahan ko na that will give itong Air21 a scoring punch off the bench, or whether he starts or not, because we know that Bonbon is really a prolific scorer. Although yung minsan nga lang, he's just so overconfident about his dribbling na minsan naagawan siya or nag-turnover lang.
Pang open court player itong si Bonbon. Nahawakan mo ko siya last night ito.
Oh yeah, and open court, pag nabigyan mo ng bola si Bonbon, either 1 against 2, 1 against 3, kaya nang butasin yung depensa na yan. And if he can only tame his turnovers, he will be a really big addition dito kay Coach Franz.
1 minute and 50 remaining first quarter. Air21 losing that ball. Pagkakataon ng Barako, tapyasin yung kalamangan. And Doug Weber doing just that. His first 2 points at isa na lang ang kalamangan ng Air21. Yung excitement mo ko siya, napanoorin itong dalawang halos bagong republika. Itong dalawang upunan na
The New Republic.
Oo. At maganda talaga pinapakita nila, at least scoring wise. James Sena faking to the left, going to the right. Vintage yung kanyang tira, tapitan, makukuha pa ni Urbiztondo.
That was a difficult shot by Sena, and yung mga teammates niya nakatayulan doon around him, and he had to do multiple moves. Once na-cover niya yung initial or secondary move mo, it means that you're covered and you need to pass that basketball.
Miscommunication naman on the part of Roger Yap and Josh Urbiztondo. Masyadong matalim yung pasa ni Roger Yap. Pareho nang galing sa B-MEG franchise. Yung dalawang players na ito now wearing the Barako Bull Energy Cola uniforms. We're talking about Roger Yap and Josh Urbiztondo. In that play, si Roger Yap naman ang matatawagan ng foul.
And as we saw John Wilson going to the basket, splitting the defense, ito din yung naidadala ni John Wilson kasi nanggaling na ng Ginebra to. May mga games na nilaro sa Ginebra na very heroic din yung performance na doon, and that attitude na nandun na nakuha sa Ginebra, we're hoping na makikita natin dito sa Air21.
I ask you, Coach, players na alam mo naman, very athletic, heavy scorers, but playing na yung team na malalim yung bench at hindi ka napapasok. Pero napalipat kasi sa kupunan, nangangailangan ng talent. Mukhang yung kumpiyansa mo, nandun ka agad.
Oh yeah, and wag na tayong lumayo pa dyan, because I also experienced yung situation na gano'n, na naglaro ako first, hindi masyado ako ginagamit kasi maraming naglalaro ahead of me na mga veterano. Pero once na ilipat ka doon sa isang team, nabibigyan ka ng time. Sabi ko sa'yo, ang difference lang ng mga galing na players sa kayong mga so-so is just playing
Oras. Ito na, nakikita na po natin mga players na kailangan lang ng pagkakataon na mag-break out. High scoring first quarter natin po nakikita. Although 18 seconds na lamang na natitira, Air21 lamang pa rin po ng 3. But tinapyas na agad ito ni Roger Yap for his first basket.
Such a simple shot by Roger Yap. Just one dribble pull-up. You know, he's been doing that his whole career.
Correct. He's known for that. Wala pong ka-ere-ere. Simple lamang ang basketball para sa kanya. 3 seconds to go. Pero may foul pa. Away from the basket. That would be on Josh Urbiztondo using up yung team fouls ng Barako because that's only their 4th. 2.9. Bonbon. Handa tumira ka agad. He will miss that one. After here, the buzzer to end the first quarter. Eto po, Nonoy Baclao, siya ang nagbida dito sa first quarter for Air21. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 out of 5 sa kanyang field goal shooting. At syempre, nakita po rin natin ang mga nagbida. Mark Isip actually nagsimula for Air21. Tubid, siya naman nagpante para sa Barako Bull Energy Cola with a 3-pointer. May foul pa yan and completing the 4-point play. Samantala, Nonoy Baclao, eto, nagsimula na dito. At yan po ang umaatikabong aksyon. Umaatikabong lalo sa pagbabalik ng second quarter. Back to the ball game. Bago po magsimula ang ating second quarter, Rado di malibot kasama pa rin si Coach Jojo Lastimosa sa aming paghahatid ng labanang Ube Republic ng Air21 at ang Barako Republic ng Barako Bull Energy Cola. Ito pong dalawang kupunan na ito, magkaiba ng groupings dito sa ating Philippine Cup. Kaya dalawang beses sila magkikita this country.
Yes, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Pero match na match yung team na to. As we can see, the Air21 is actually lumalamang dito sa mga sa game na to. And even the statistics natin, they're shooting 50% in the first quarter.
Pagkakataon naman, Casey
And his first dunk of the year, and I think the first dunk for the season.
Oo, at saka, sayang, numero 9 lang si KG. Kung number 21 siya, eksakto siya ang Air21. Doon sa kanyang slam dunk na yun.
Ito na yung sinasabi ni Coach Franz na sumasakit yung ulo niya. I think he meant na wala siyang mapagkuhanan kung saan yung scoring manggagaling. So now he has a KG, he has a John Wilson, he has a Bonbon Custodio.
And of course, ito na yung Baclao na nagsimula ng scoring noong first quarter. And naman po, isa na lamang ng Air21 dito matapos sumagot si Roger Yap. Leon Holda, successful again in his try. Pero ang bola, muling nandito kay KG Canileta. Seeing James Sena faking si Yusef Taha. Nawala pa yung bola and he will be called for the offensive foul.
You know what? I pity this rookie because that was the third time he got a pass from a teammate and bobbled all 3 passes. Ito, libreng-libre siya, hindi niya na-finish. 3 against 2.
At this time, ito, yung slam dunk naman ni KG Canileta.
He still got hops.
Oh, definitely. At marami pa po kayong asahan yan. Pangako yan ni Coach Franz at ni KG Canileta. Samantala, Leon Horda fouled by James Sena. Well, Ronald Tubid was telling me, I was telling him, ikaw nang i-score dito sa Barako Bull. Sabi niya sa akin, yes, partner mo yung Leon Horda. Ibang klase ito sa ensayo namin.
Well, we'll see. You know, practice is different from the game. Although, practice is actually your basis dito sa actual game. Kung maganda yung nilalaro. Pero ang dami ako nakita mga player, Rado, na ang galing-galing sa practice. Pagdating sa game, kinakabahan.
Ito nga, namitis yung kanyang free throw. Huwag na nga muna natin pag-usapan. Saka na pagpumutong na si Leon Horda. Ito, making his first point in the ball game to tie this up at 29 all. 10 minutes and 18 seconds in the second quarter. Wilson playing the John Wilson rather playing the point, pero nanalasinga. 4 yung kanyang inatake ron. He was successful, pero there's a warning on the delay of ball game.
Just going to the basket, itong si John Wilson, and nobody even tried to help him. You know, yung teammate niya, kung sino man was that Jos Urbiztondo or I think si Roger Yap. Hindi man ang tinutulungan si Roger ng mga teammates niya.
Leon Horda, siya nga atake ngayon. Kapos na naman. James Sena with the rebound to John Wilson. John Wilson is scanning pero biglang nag-pull up ng 3. Mentes. Sena with offensive rebound though. Balik. Ang bola sa kanila, KG Canileta. Siya naman ang magsiset up. Akin ito, fresh 24 para sa kanila. Yusif Taha getting it from top the key. Balik kay John Wilson. KG Canileta, may cutter si Isip Taha, pero nagdalawang isip, hindi na ibibigay ni KG Canileta. 6 seconds ang ilang shot clock against Leon Horda. Turn around, fade away, minutes for KG Canileta.
That just took such a long time for KG to decide to finally take that shot.
It's an easy steal for Bonbon to score. James Sena on the attack. Pero na-sandwich siya doon ni Rin Cervantes and Leon Horda. Cervantes would be called for that one.
Nice pass by Bonbon, coming off a turnover. And I want to applaud Coach Franz dito, giving Yusef Taha the confidence. You know, kanina pa siya, hindi pa niya mahawakan ng tama yung bola, pero binibigyan niya pa rin ng kumpiyansa si Yusef dito sa loob.
Known for his hustle, ito pong si Yusef Taha. Kung hindi pong sinusundan yung ating mga off-season games, na-involve po yung si Yusef Taha. Kung sa konting kiskisan lang naman sa Global Port.
He is called the new YouTube sensation.
Dati yung mga YouTube sensation, mga bold lang. Ngayon ito, mga basketball na pinag-uusapan.
Oo nga, pero ayaw kong sumikat sa YouTube pag tumatakbo ako, pag hinahabol ako ng suntok.
32-29, yan po ang ating scores. Lamang pa rin ang Air 21. And you heard it from Coach Jolas, the truth. Lastimosa. 8:49. Second quarter po ang ating pinapanood dito. Laban ng Barako Bull Energy Cola. Laban sa Air 21 Express with their happy Coach Franz Kumarin. Yusuf Ta will be relieved. At ang kanilang big man ngayon ay babalik sila kay Nonoy Baclao. Doug Kramer with the mohawk and the shot and the two.
That's what you want to do if you're a point guard. You want to give the ball to a shooting guy na wala na siyang gagawin. Right on the money, yung pasa ni Urbiztondo.
Samantala, James Sena. Nasiksik siya daw ni Real Cervantes. Babalik kay John Wilson. They will set this up. Nakita niya, may mismatch sa loob. Nonoy Baclao kay Urbiztondo. Nandun si Cervantes. Pero nahuli na yung kanyang tulong. Mintes ang tira, but there was a foul.
Good recognition kay John Wilson of the mismatch there. Point guard against a center. But also good recognition kay Cervantes of, napantayan niya yung, yung mismatch na yun and helping out but too late.
Good, the pass is a bit late dahil nangangat sila si Nonoy. Sigaw na siya ng sigaw eh. Ito si Joshua Urbiztondo lang nakabantay sa kanya. Nagawan pa rin ang paraan. Making the first free throw. 33-31 ang ating score. Second free throw coming up para kay Nonoy Baclao as Rico Villanueva re-enters the hard court.
This could be early, Rado, but I want to predict already who's going to be the most improved player dito sa season na to. I want to pick Nonoy Baclao.
This is early. Baka po nakakalimutan ninyo. Nonoy Baclao entered the PBA as a #1 overall draft pick.
And maybe this is his chance already to show what he can really do.
Dahil kahit #1 ka, nagpalipat-lipat ka ng pupunan. But everybody knows actually. And this guy is such a talented player at pinapakita niya po dito sa kanyang bagong plan ng Air21 Express. Samantala, Nonoy Baclao kanya pa rin. Iyan pa rin ang resulta with only 3 seconds sa kanilang shot clock.
That is the future. Most improved player, folks.
You heard it again. First, from Coach Jojo Lastimosa with 7 minutes and 33 to go. In the second quarter pa lamang ng unang laro ni Nonoy Baclao dito po sa Air21 Express. San Anthony, susubukan naman ang depensa ni Nonoy Baclao. Getting that one.
Nice try by San Anthony. Going up against, nonetheless, dito sa one of the best defenders dito kay Nonoy Baclao. Wow, what a move by John Wilson.
He's been attacking all night long. Yan po si John Wilson. Pero contra pass break naman ay papakita ng Barako Bull. Mintis yun para kay Doug Kramer. Ito, counter attack by John Wilson. Seeing dalawang babatay sa kanya doon. Kaya hinintay niya ang kanyang mga kampe.
Munti ka pa.
Itong si Bonbon was not established dun sa kanyang posisyon sa kanilang front court. They're going again for their way.
Former teammates going out against each other.
James Chen against Rico Villanueva. Nakatalikod. Hindi nakita yung shot clock.
Ang question ko lang dito kay Nonoy Rado is, pag maglalaro siya ng heavy minutes, kung kakayanin niya ba yung load ng heavy minutes. And you have to defend the big guys. Night in and night out, babantayin niya yung mga malaking mga players and then you have to score. Yun nga lang yung question ko sa kanya.
But this would be a very good gauge, dahil ito kupunan ng Barako. Malaki ito. Yeah, marami siyang babantayan dito while getting heavy minutes para sa kanyang kupunan. Rico Villanueva losing the ball, pero last touchdown si John Wilson on the help.
And the players that you see right now dito sa lineup ng Air21, you have Baclao, you have Canaleta, and Isip. This is a very big team. This is a very long team.
3-point try for Silino Cruz Mintes. Long rebound makukuha ni Rico Villanueva to Sean Anthony. Ito, nagre-relay itong talagang Barako sa dami ng kanilang mga chance ng mismo sa kanilang possession. And pasok na rin for Sean Anthony.
A new life for Sean Anthony dito sa Barako Bull after being traded twice in a span of 5 minutes.
The most active player during the draft. He's not even a draftee. Yan po. Nakikita po namin ang bench ng kupunan ng Barako Bull. Ayan po si Coach Junel Baculi. At ito po, yung kanyang sinabi kanina, no? Nobody gave us a chance to make it as far as the semis last season, but we were able to surprise everyone. Our objective is to try to have a start, then see what happens next. Ano? May kwento pong mas mahaba dyan na ating kasamang si Sheldon Barra.
Well, alam mo, Barado, sabi ni Coach Junel Baculi ng Barako, he's glad but not happy because he's still in search of the missing link. Kakasabi nga sa huddle na kulang pa daw sila sa rhythm. Pero alam mo, dahil gigil na gigil itong Barako Republic, lamang sila ngayon. Balik sila.
Yung kanyang mga gwardiya dyan, ito si Silino Cruz, si Jos Urbiztondo, Ronnie Arias. Hindi pa masaya si Coach Junel dyan.
I know. Pero, yun nga. And then, going back to his quote nga, na nobody expected him to actually perform and get to the semis. And this is right. And you have to give credit to Coach Junel because yung team niya, tinatawag before ng Manong Brigade. He had a Dorian Peña and Mick Pennisi dun sa gitna niya. And you have to give him credit because he was able to make those players play together and to understand their roles. Mga veterano yung mga yun ay napiga niya ng tama or napatakbo niya ng tama yung mga players.
Oo, at hindi naman sila matatawag na Manong Brigade kung wala silang ipinakita yung maganda last season. Ano? Although, of course, nawala na po itong si Willie Miller doon sa kanyang kukunan. He's now playing para sa Global Port, Batang Pier. Rico Villanueva making one from the free throw line. Again, to tie the ball game up, 39-39, 5 minutes and 17. Second quarter action po ang inyong pinapanood. Live pa rin from the Smart Araneta Coliseum. John Anthony, bad pass. Natapik ni John Wilson. Kinumpleto ni Arboleda. John Wilson nilabo, pero ginugulo siya ni Joseph Urbiztondo. Pasa ngayon, James Sena, that's a spot. Pero kapos yung kanyang tira Rico Villanueva with a big rebound for Barako Bull. Silino Cruz signaling play. Mick Pennisi getting it from the left quarter court. Samantala, siksikan sa ilalim. Offensive foul. I think that one will be charged against Ronald Tubid.
And no complaints from Tubid. I thought he was hit chip. And then, nung natumba na siya, sinangga niya lang yung tao na nasa harapan niya.
Kasimplihan, baka nga naman makakalusot. Okay, malim ang mata ng ating mga referees tonight. Of course, referee Olivar, Parabe, Aquino, Manning, this ball game. Canileta, now with 7 points. Yung mga bago at inaasahan ni Coach Franz, lahat nag-deliver na this early, Coach.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised because mga veterano na to sila, Rado, itong si KG, sila John Wilson, sila Nonoy Baclao. They've been around, especially sila KG.
Rico Villanueva ng araro sa ilalim, pero sinali siya ni Nonoy Baclao. Napigil niya ang atake ng Raging Bull. Rini, aatake sa loob. Biglang pinasa. James Sena, mas kumpiyansa kay Baclao. Pero si John Wilson naghihintay sa kanan. 13 seconds sa shot clock. Winnie Arboleda. Ano kay James Sena. Atake sa loob. Sa palimig, Pennisi. At sa tapikan, makukuha pa ng Barako Bull ang bola. Siya ka Anthony siya na rin na magbababa. Pero sinulubog siya. Kompleto ang 5 ng depensa ng Air21. Sean Anthony, nakita niya mas maliit ang nasa harap niya. Arboleda. Inispan na ni Sean Anthony.
Wow. Sean Anthony, pagdating yung bola sa kanya, hindi niya na napasa yung bola and he was the only guy who touched that basketball.
Realizing maliit yung kanyang bantay doon, ano? Ramantaya, si James Sena kinakapos yung kanyang mga tira. Though we have to credit James Sena for being one of the more consistent Air21 Express player last season.
Yes, and kung napapansin natin dito, Rado, I think he's getting his shots and he hasn't been really making his shots. And the guy that I'm really looking at right now, itong si Enrico Villanueva. Now, we are so excited about seeing him in the Barako Bull uniform.
John Wilson, hindi po nahihiyang tumira sa tres. Alam natin, talagang heavy scorer itong si John Wilson. But missing that one as we see Air21 getting back the lead. 42-41, may timeout naman ang kupunan ng Air21 at kami po isang dali lang magbabalik po. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum habang makikita natin itong ating defense sample play sa atake ni James Sena. Nandun ang kaliwang sapal na ibinigay nitong si Mick Pennisi. Sapal shot clock. Hatid sa inyo ng sapal elastic sealant and waterproofer, ang bagong hari ng Tapal. Happy birthday muna sa aking inaanak na si Kion Peralta. Happy birthday sa'yo. Although napapanood mo kami at naririnig mo kami, hindi ko alam kung naiintindihan kami. 5 years old pala ang ito si Kion. Samantala, Rico Villanueva. Napunta naman kay Sean Anthony, siya ang pinakaganado ngayon dito, pero may kicking violation na makikita yung ating mga referees. At ang bola pupunta sa kupunan ng Air21 Express. Binabanggit mo ko, tahimik na tahimik yung mga puntos ni Sean Anthony.
Yes, tahimik na tahimik, and right now I think he has already 14 points if I'm not mistaken. And they are not spectacular points. Puro mga, mga quiet baskets, konting layup dito, yung mga free throw dyan, yung mga ganun. And he's really a quiet operator. I think this is the guy for the Barako Bull team na magkakaroon ng malaking impact.
Samantala, may semi-knockout play doon at dahil may kalayuan yung pagkapasa dito kay John Wilson, pinapractice pa niya yung kanyang kailan lang yan, mga 7 feet away lang yan. Pero namin din, itong si John Wilson yung kanyang pasa na antala naman. John Wilson na atake, pero may preemptive foul na binigay si Suling. No close scores.
Just too many turnovers dito sa Barako Bull. I think they have already close to 10 turnovers dito sa first half na to, and we kind of expect these things to happen in the first game. Pagpasensya na muna natin, pero eventually these guys are gonna figure it out.
In fact, Coach, mas freewheeling at the high scoring ng first quarter. Dito, sa second quarter, naghigpit na ng tornilyo sa depensa ang magkabilang team.
And you have to expect that dahil ganun naman yun, pag umpisa pa lang, kumbaga, pinipin mo lang yung mga punches ng mga first, second round. Pagdating ng third, fourth round, yun, medyo tutodo ka na ng konti.
Mantala, John Wilson, I can feel parang professional license ang binigay ni Coach Franz Pumarin. Lahat ng touches nito, yung kanyang tinitira at lahat nakabang na sa rebound, yung kanyang mga kampe.
Siguro dahil alam ni Coach Franz, nung college ito, gone to si John Wilson sa JRU. And pumunta lang siya sa Ginebra that's really loaded with scorers in Tagiwa, and sila Tubid nakasama niya pa yan doon. Wala talagang chance sa kanila para doon. Now, this is his chance.
Siya po ang isa sa mga nangungunang scorer ngayon na itong si John Wilson ay nakakapagtala na ng siyam na puntos dito po sa ating first 2 quarters of play, as Ronald Tubid nasa free throw line. Mintes ang kanyang tira, may 8 puntos na binawi sa kanyang pangsyam. 44-42, only a 2-point ball game. A minute and 23 remaining in the first half of play. Baclao, John Wilson, mainit na mainit. At hindi lang mainit, talaga napaka-active. At pag nakahawak ng bola, atake agad, Coach.
Yeah, because he's a scorer. Una, they have to respect his jump shot. When he pops out, going out to the 3, the defender is going to respect him. And now we're seeing si John Wilson, he can also drive to the basket.
Sinusubukan din niya itong depensa nitong si Ronald Tubid, who's in charge of defending itong si John Wilson, collecting another set of points from the free throw line, extended it to 4 for Air21.
And we have to remember, he had that dramatic game winner against Ginebra in the preseason. So I don't know if he's just carrying over that confidence dito sa regular season.
Tawag sa kanya ni KJ, si John dahil bench ng Wilson for that buzzer beater of a shot. Nakukuha pa ng Air21. John Wilson again, ibabalik niya kay Winnie Arboleda, bigla na cool up. Naku, harap-harapan kay Mick Pennisi yun. 48-42, 6 ang kalamangan. Nakukuha ng Air21. That's the biggest lead actually for Air21. 6 points, 48-42, pero 20 seconds shot clock ang tinatawag naman ng Air21 this time. Ito yung harap-harapan tira ni paring Winnie Arboleda. Ang Air21 definitely feeling a lot confident dito sa first 2 quarters.
And they should be. Dahil alam nila na yung mga players na in-acquire nila this season are capable scorers. And yun lang, sa tingin ko yun lang naging problema ng Air21 last season. Wala lang talaga mga players na can consistently score night in and night out.
So we can safely say, Coach, in terms of adjustment dun sa mga bagong players in their new teams, I think mas successful itong Air21, ano? As we thank our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 ESFM, 96.3 East Rock, and DZSR Sports Radio. Kasama natin dito naman sa ating Sports Radio, Bombastic, Barry Pasqua, and Benji Santiago. Samantala, Mick Pennisi, sumagot naman ang kanyang 3-pointer. Piniyak sa kalahati ang kalamangan ng Air21.
You know what? You know, we've seen Pennisi do that a lot of times already. Ang mahirap na kasi kay Mick is that you sometimes forget if you're a big guy. Now he's gonna roll. You know, the basic tendency for the big guy is to roll, but he is gonna pop out.
At ang layo na, no? Nung humahabol sa kanya, 3 steps away itong si KG Canileta. Nakatikim pa mula kay Mick Pennisi na kanyang trash talking.
Yeah, one of those guys na pag nakashoot ng tres is mas gusto ko pa panoorin yung mga after the shot niya ng mga antics kaysa dun sa tira niya.
Very nice guy, no? Outside of the court po si Mick Pennisi. Pero bola ng pagkunan ng Air21 dito. 29.7 seconds remaining. Pwede pang bumalik ang bola dito sa kupunan ng Barako Bull. At mas pagkakataong makahabol pa sa 3-point deficit. But now, Bonbon Custodio has the ball. Si Nonoy Baclao, pinagdalawahan. Balik kay KG Canileta. Tabluki. Si Sean Anthony sa mundot pa ron. He will dive for the ball. Mananatili sa kupunan ng Air21 pero napaiksin na to only a second remaining sa kanilang shot clock. That was a big defensive play on Sean Anthony. John Wilson, malayong pas ang kanya kailangan gawin. Winala pa yung bola. So ang Barako Bull has a fresh shot clock. Although patay na yung shot clock. 10 seconds to work with sa kanilang front court sapagkat doon nag-inbound si John Wilson at sa labas pumasok yung kanyang bola.
Right, and if I'm Air21, I'm playing too well to end a game like this na medyo sloppy ka na down towards the end.
6 seconds to go. Just Urbiztondo to Sean Anthony. Magpapasabit pa ito. He will make the shot. At piyago pa si Just Urbiztondo. May buzzer beater pa. And what a way to grab the lead. Yun yung pinapanggit mo, Coach.
Yes, I don't want to end this quarter or this half in that kind of note. Dahil, you know, you're playing too well, okay, for Air21. You know, let's not forget the fact, you know, they've been leading most of the first half, and in the last 1 minute or so, Rado,
In less than 15 seconds.
they just committed a turnover, and then gave up 4 straight points.
Kita mo naman yun, ha? Kung nagsimula yan sa magandang defensive play ni Sean Anthony, although Barako Bull lamang ng isa, ang kasama po natin at makakausap, parang sa Philippine Cup, tuloy ang labanan ng mga republika. Ube Republic ng Air21 Express at ang Barako Republic ng Barako Bull Energy Cola. In the first 2 quarters, predominantly dominated by Air21. In the last 36 seconds, Coach, 7-0 run ang pinakawalan ng Barako to grab the lead at the end of the first half.
As I was saying before the end of the half, Rado, na you don't want to go into the locker room at halftime on a down note. So if you talk about a down note, that was a down note, 7-0 in the last 36 seconds.
And a big note at that. Isang malaking do. Ang pinakawalan, pinasimulan ni Mick Pennisi the 3-pointer. Tapos with the last 10 seconds, naka-4 na puntos doon ang Barako Bull. So a lot of confidence going to the second half para naman dito sa mas nangangapang Barako Bull in the first 2 quarters.
And Barako Bull going into the matchup na they think na they can really abuse itong defense ni Ronald Ritualo, going to Tubid once again. And for the second time, nakita natin si Ronald na pinal na yung jump shot ni Tubid.
Ronald Ritualo, talagang doon sa mga fans ng Air21, last year pa lang o last season, siya na yung inaasahan na kanilang heavy scorer. In a way, he did not deliver. Ngayon na mas maraming heavier scorer than he is, naku, lalong mangangamba yung mga fans itong si Renred.
You know, ano nangyari? He started in the first quarter, in the game actually. 8 minutes na naglaro and then hindi na siya pinasok ulit. Kasi marami din mga players nakaposition niya itong si Renren, and you have to consider also si Renren. We know that he's a really good 3-point shooter. Pero on the other hand, ang depensa naman ni Renren yung medyo suspect para sa kanya.
Much to be desired, pero this guy talaga pong nagsimulang mainit, patuloy ang pagiging mainit. 14 points for Nonoy Baclao. Ang kanya pong career high is only 11 points in his first season. Also against Barako Bull at Air21 din ang kanyang suot na uniforme during his first year.
So this is his career high?
Yeah, 14 points. At kakasimula pa lamang po ng ating third quarter. Tubid na atake, Doug Kramer. More than willing to take that pass and complete the play for Barako.
Also, Doug Kramer quietly having a really good scoring night dito sa Barako Bull. The new guys dito sa Barako Bull na nagbibigay ng kumpiyansa dito sa team nila.
Third quarter pa lamang, simula pa lamang ng third quarter, 3 players already sa Barako Bull ang nasa double-digit scoring. We're talking about Sean Anthony, Ronald Tubid, and now Doug Kramer. Josh Urbiztondo, pinasa kay Leon Horda, who will lose it. Agawa ng bola, makukuha ni Ronald Tubid. At nakita ni Doug Kramer! Sinuklihan siya ng pasa. Ikaw naman ang bibigyan mo ngayon.
That was a really nice play dito kay Ronald Tubid, moving without the basketball, cutting straight to the basket.
And coming from a loose ball at that, Coach Jolas, talagang itong Barako, namamarako na dito sa third quarter. Ito ang mga galaw ng mga veterano. Amo yan na lamang. At isang kidlat lang alam na kung saan pupunta yung kanilang